Hi everyone, Mary here with Sunlight Insight Tarot, here to do your weekly pick card reading. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you're new or returning, welcome and thank you. So this week's pick a card topic is messages you need to know right now from your future self, what you need to hear, what advice or guidance would your future self give you right now, what does your future self want to tell you about maybe something you're going through right now or the state you're in right now or whatever is going on for you. And we're going to see what we have here. So welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. So I do have 4 piles here. So you can look at what color flower is calling to you. Now you could choose the piles here by 1, 2, 3, or 4, or the color of the flower, or you could go by the timestamps, whichever is calling for you to pick that pile. But in each pile we have a lot of different oracles. We have some tarot to clarify the oracle, and then we have some messages and guidance from your future self that your future self would want to give you right now. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope it's helpful, and I hope it resonates. I'll give you a minute here to choose your pile, and I shall see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. So pile number 1, you chose the pink flower. So we're just going to put this pink flower right over here. And we're going to see what your future self would want to let you know at this time, what your future self will want to tell you, advice, guidance, and see what your future self has to say. So welcome everyone. So we're going to do the oracles first. So we have relationship dynamics here. Now this could be romantic, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be co-workers. So there may be some sort of relationship dynamics going on for you right now, or something that could happen in the future coming up here that you may need to be aware about. So we get into the tarot, we'll further clarify what this could be. And we have moving. So your future self wants you to know either maybe you need to start exercising, maybe your future self wants you to get out there and travel more, see the world, get out there and experience the world more, or maybe you'll be physically moving currently, or maybe in the near future or the distant future you could be moving. So we'll clarify that. Could be something with a relationship dynamic where something happens where you need to move or you have to move. And again, it could be something with family, it could be something with a romantic relationship, or something that involves your work or your career. We have here acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So, you know, you may replay things in your head. You may think about things. And, you know, sometimes things are out of your control and you just can't change it no matter what you do, no matter what you try to do, no matter, you know, what. And your future self is just, you know, just accept those things you can't change. It is what it is. You can't change it. You know, no matter how hard you try, or the more you think about it or worry yourself over it, it's really not going to do any good. So, you know, it's about accepting and then just kind of letting it go and moving on, as hard as it may be. And we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So your future self says, if you're trying to accomplish something right now, or if there's something in the future that comes up for you, that you have a goal in mind, you have a dream in mind, or something you want to accomplish, not to give up, and you need to discipline yourself. Make sure you set a schedule, you stay set in that schedule, you make the time needed, and you set aside time for whatever this is that you're trying to do, so that you can reach your final destination. So your future self wants you to remain disciplined, and this could be, you know, your current energy. You know, maybe with your work or with your family, or maybe an exercise routine. I mean, we do have moving there. So your future self wants you to stay disciplined in all areas of your life. We have here 11, individuality. And 11 is about being on the right path. You know, your future self wants you to know you're going in the right direction. You're on the right path, to keep going, to be who you truly are, to be your unique self, your original self. Don't be something that you're not. Be true to you, to who you are. Let your individuality shine. So you may have something unique here that you're trying to do. And your future self is like, don't give up. keep moving in the right direction. And we have here environment, and we have 44. 4 is the number of stability. You could look up the angel. We have 2 double numbers here, so you could look up the angel number 11 and 44. May give you further clarity here. But 4 is the number of stability. So something with your environment, so needing to pay maybe a little more attention to how you're treating the environment, maybe need to get out, again, out more, moving outside in the sun. Maybe you don't get outside enough also. And we have here 3, partnerships and alliances. So this is the 3 of Wands. So this is fire energy. So this is about something that we're trying to manifest. So I feel like you could be trying to manifest something here. But I think you're moving in the right direction. So your future self is like, stay disciplined, you know, and accept those things that you cannot change. You're learning as you go to keep moving in the right direction, to be your true, unique self, individual self. And you may, again, because we have relationship dynamics here and we have partnership and alliances. So you may actually have some business partnerships or somebody that may come in to help you reach your goal, or maybe you need to seek advice, guidance to help you reach your goal, some sort of partnership or alliance. So I would say don't be afraid to reach out if you need help or guidance or an alliance of some kind. And we have here harmony. So this is the Lover's card. This is Gemini energy. I'll mention signs if they mean anything. You know, it could be signs in chart or maybe someone around you or someone you're dealing with. But this is the Lover's energy. You could actually be coming into your, if you're not with anybody right now, or you're just dating, or you're wondering if, you know, you are with the right one, I would say yes, because you have relationship harmony. This is the Lovers. So this is soulmate energy. So your future self wants you to know, and this could be like a business partner with your soulmate. That could be happening in the future. All right, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Oh my God, with the Lovers again. So with the relationship dynamics, we have the Lovers. So yeah, you could be coming, if you're not with anybody, or if you're wondering you're with the right one, I would say yes. Your future self wants you to say yes. If you keep questioning if you're with the right one, or if you're with somebody now, are they the right one? Or, you know, am I going to meet the right one in the future? You have the Lovers here twice. So this is soulmate energy here twice. It could be a business partner or a co-worker or something like that. It may require you to move. It could be like when you move is when you meet this person. Okay, so with moving, look at this. We have the World. So this is all about moving. It's about closing out a cycle, starting a new cycle. So there may be some sort of cycle that closes out for you, where you have to move, or you decide to move, or you're wondering, should I move? You know, will it be the right choice? Your future self is saying, yes, I believe so, because it's about closing out a cycle, starting a new cycle, starting fresh and new. And that World energy could be Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio. So there's definitely a closing out a cycle and starting of a new cycle, and it may be a move. And, you know, and if you've been pondering a move, I think your future self wants you to say, yes, this is probably the right choice for you. And with acceptance, we do have the Sun, Leo energy. So I think you'd be much more happier, maybe instead of trying to control everything, or you know, just keep pondering and stressing yourself over things that you couldn't change, that you tried to change, it didn't have the outcome that you wanted, and maybe you just, you know, you work yourself up over it, you get stressed out about it, you get nervous, you constantly think about it. I think your future self is saying to you just to accept it, let it go. You'll be so much more happier. I mean, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's about happiness, joy, enlightenment, growth, expansion, success, victory. You'll be so much more happier if you learn just to accept something for what it is and then just let it go. And then for discipline, we have the Three of Swords. So this is about heartache and pain. And I did have that energy of moving exercise. So maybe if some people have some, not a doctor or anything like that, or a physician, so it's not, but it's just a suggestion that maybe, your health could improve if you start exercising and stay disciplined on either a diet, well, I don't want to call it a diet, maybe a lifestyle change in some way. But also, I think if you're trying to accomplish something, whether, again, it's a dream, it's a goal, it's a mission, and if you don't stay disciplined in your schedule and your goals, that you're probably going to end up really sad and heartbroken because it didn't work out, because you didn't stay disciplined and you didn't keep going in the right direction. It's kind of the message I'm getting. So for individuality, we have here the Hermit, Virgo energy. Some here may, whoever this resonates for, you may be thinking, I can't do it. I can't go out and do my thing, or what I want to accomplish, or what I want to do. I'm just too far out there. No one's going to resonate with me. No one's going to, it's just not going to go over because it's just too out there. So whether it's an idea, or you think your personality, or your uniqueness, or your originality is just like too far out there and no one is really going to be interested. But the Hermit here is about going in and doing some deep thinking, introspection, and soul searching, and usually finds the way, the path, and the light to move on. So there is a way. You just need to really see the light, to shine your light, actually the motto of my channel, and know that you can do this, because the light here is shining on the Three of Swords. So I would say here that there's always a way, and just to go deep within here and you'll find the way, because the path is here for you, because 11 is about being on the right path. So I think your future self wants you to know you're going in the right direction to stability. We have double 44 there, and the green there, I think of growth, prosperity, wealth, abundance. So for environment, we have the Queen of Cups, we have Cancer energy, something with the environment. So maybe loving the environment more in some way, if that makes any sense. So, maybe not respecting the environment, maybe we don't recycle, maybe we just don't really care. So there's something, or you could be actually getting involved in something with the environment that's been near and dear to your heart in the future, something you've been thinking about doing. And it also could be that if you do move, it could be to a better environment that you're actually going to love here. Because we did a moving over there with the World. So that's another message coming through. That if you do move, that wherever you move to will be a much better environment for you, that you'll just actually love wherever you go to. And also maybe finding some, family or friends or social circles, like an exercise group or something like that, or a walking group or something out in the environment here, and it's going to be a group that you just love and you look forward to it every single day. And the Queen of Cups can be about following your heart. It's about love, compassion, caring, nurturing energy. It also could be whatever environment you move to is where you find the love of your life. Also, this Queen of Cups energy, that you do have happier times to come here in the future. If you're wondering, will I ever love somebody? Is someone ever going to love me? I would say yes. So for partnership and alliances, it's a Three of Wands energy. That's usually about manifesting. And, it's coming, but it's just a period of waiting for it to happen. But you may need a partner or an alliance to help you. We do have the Prince of Wands here, the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. It's about taking action. So it could be that, you're waiting and waiting for something to happen. It's not happening. But actually, if you reach out for help, guidance, a partner or an alliance or something like that, or someone that can help you reach your destination, things could probably move along quicker here. The Knight of Wands here is about movement. It's passionate movement forward. I think you'll start to see things moving forward instead of just waiting and hoping for it to come. you know, trying to manifest, but it's not yet coming in. I think someone here could help you move this along at a much quicker rate. And following here, you know, passion, desire, what we want to accomplish. And it could be a soulmate. It could turn out to be a soulmate or a business partner or both. So for the soulmate, for lovers, we do have here the Knight of Pentacles energy here. So we have Taurus energy. So this is somebody, if this is a soulmate that you have not met yet, this person you could probably end up marrying, because this Knight of Pentacles comes in with the offer. It's a long-term, stable, grounded offer. This Knight does cross the finish line. And also, if it's just a business partner, this partner, you know, may be slow and steady, but this business partner will help you reach your final destination to wealth, growth, and abundance. It's just going to be a slow, steady progress. That's why you'll have to stay disciplined and, you know, accept what it is, and it is what it is, and you'll get there eventually, because the Knight of Pentacles does reach, I've done a lot of readings today, I'm sorry, does reach their final destination. So it's about being smart, practical, wise, being careful and cautious, reviewing every single step, and being stable and grounded to cross the finish line. And it could be either with a soulmate or a trustworthy business partner here. And if it, either way, it could be a long-term partner here. So let's look at what advice and guidance your future self would have for you at this time. So yeah, strengthen your gifts. So whatever you're doing here is to keep going. You know, learn all you can. Do whatever you can here to strengthen your uniqueness, your originality, your goals, your mission, your purpose, your ambitions, whatever they are, to keep strengthening what you're doing. Let's see. Ask with sincerity. So yeah, if you feel like you need help, guidance, you know, don't be afraid to ask to get the help that you need. And you may actually, big wake-up call here, so you may actually say, wow, find out things that you never knew that you overlooked or whatever here. So that could be the big wake-up call here that will help you to go in the right direction. And with that, it says, take no offense. 53 is 8. 8 is about taking action, travel, again. So, you know, someone may say, well, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right, or I think you should do it in this way or that way, or try to help you. Take no offense. They're just trying to help you, guide you in the right direction. So we do have here, blow off some steam. 60, which is 6. 6 is a very healing, balanced number. I think some of you, again, need to get out there. Go blow off some steam. Go have some fun. You know, I know it's hard right now, but however you can do that, whatever you enjoy doing, if it's just getting out there, going for a walk, putting on the radio, and dancing up a storm, whatever you do to blow off steam, it's time to take some time for you so you can feel more balanced and at harmony and blow off some of that steam. Yeah, see, let go and flow. 27, which is 9. And 9s are about, you know, coming to full closure, just about, because then you would have 10 would be the full closure, completeness, and then a new beginning. So again, let go and flow. So, you know, accepting it is what it is, and then letting it go and going with the flow. Trying not to control every little thing, and then working ourselves up over it, just to be at peace with it. Let it go. Go with the flow. Trust in the universe that your best interest is there, and that things can only go better as long as you stay disciplined and keep moving in the right direction. Pile 1. Okay, Pile 1, that's what I have for you, so I hope that resonated for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you do like this, please do check out the channel. Check the description box, the pinned top comment. Lots of stuff down there that I do on this channel. And if you do like this, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. It would be greatly appreciated. Hit the bell, and you won't miss out on any future readings. And if you do, thank you, and welcome to the family. And best of luck to you, sending you many light, love, and blessings. And I always say on the channel is to always, always shine your light. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So if you chose this pile, you chose the green and white flower here. So we're just going to put this flower over here. Don't worry, they're fake flowers, as you can tell. So, pile number 2, let's see what we have for you. What would your future self want to say to you at this time? So I'm going to look at your oracles first, and then we got one tarot. We have one tarot for each card to further clarify, to see what your future self will want to say to you at this time. So let's see what we have here. So we have, you are stronger than you know. So your future self wants you to know that you are strong, you're confident, you are courageous and brave, that you can get through anything as long as you have that drive, ambition, and that power and passion within you, that you are very, very strong and you will overcome, not to worry. And we have adult children. So there could be some issues with concerning an adult child. But it's saying whatever this is here, you know, you're strong enough to get through it. And if, you know, say you're young and you're watching this and you're like, gee, am I ever going to have children? I would say yes, because we have adult children here. So that could be a message for you. All right. And we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So I think your future self is telling you that you need to have a little more patience with yourself, your energy, things you're trying to accomplish and do, things in your life. You know, maybe you just have, you know, just a very short patience span, and it's telling you, please, your future self's telling you, please try to have more patience with yourself, those around you, things that are going on with you, maybe even with children. You know, please try to have more patience. And we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So your future self wants you to be a little more grateful for the things you have in your life right now. Not to be so selfish. And I'm saying you are selfish, but maybe at times, you know, your future self may look back and say, wow, you know, I was selfish during this time. I was selfish during that time. And I shouldn't have been like that, you know. So it's all about being grateful for everything in your life, no matter what it is, no matter what you don't have or no matter what you do have, for those around you, your health, your wealth, your friends, your family, your career, your home, the food on your table. Your future self is saying to try to appreciate things in life a little bit more. You know, at times you may think, oh, I don't have enough. I'm not getting to where I want to be. Kind of energy. And it's saying, no, just be grateful and thankful for everything that you have now. And we have 74 here. We have nature. 74 is 11. 11 is about being on the right path, going in the right direction. So we have nature here. Maybe some of you just need to get outside more and spend more time in the sun, out in nature, going for walks. You know, would be a little bit better for you right now if you're spending a lot of time indoors, to appreciate nature more in some way. And we have here 91, surrender. 91 is 10. 10's about completeness, closures, can be about endings. But then we would have 1, a new beginning. So I think your future self is telling you here, don't be afraid to surrender things that are no longer serving you. If you feel like you need to close out things in your life that are no longer serving you or aren't working for you anymore, it's time to surrender those things. We get to the tarot, we'll find out more, because this could be anything. This could be things you need to surrender to or surrender from. Don't be afraid to surrender things here. We'll find out more about that. So we do have, this says awareness. This is 1. So this is the magician energy to me. So this is being totally and fully aware. Your future self wants you to be totally, fully aware of all that is within you that you possess to make things happen. You can manifest. You see the crown chakra kind of lit here. So being fully, totally aware of all the talents, the power that you possess, the passion, the drive, the ambition, the intuition, the knowledge, the compassion, and the passion to make things happen. So you can make things happen. And this could also be surrender to your life path, your journey, your mission. And we have here memories of love. So this is the Six of Cups energy. So, you know, this could be about maybe returning back home, maybe not seeing your friends, your family enough, feeling nostalgic, you know, fond memories. So I think your future self is telling you here, don't be afraid to think back on the past. And if you feel like you need to go back to the past, then please do that. Because it'd be very helpful to you. Also, not to forget the special memories of your childhood. When you get into your adult life, maybe some watching this could be very young and growing into, you know, the adult world, is not to forget all these great memories of your youth and to be grateful for that. All right, so let's see what we have for you are stronger than you know. So we have the Four of Cups. So this could have to do with love, you know, maybe it's a tough love situation going on, or maybe you feel like you're never going to find the one, you're never, you know, going to find love, you're never going to find true love, you know, but it's saying that you are strong enough to get through any sadness or any missed opportunities or any unrequited love situations. You are, because there is a divinely guided love out there for you. So not to give up. Not to give up. There is somebody out there for you. And you are stronger than you know. And you can persevere on. You will find that love. It may be a hot minute, you know, may not be till you're a little older. But that someone for you is out there. And with adult children, we have the High Priestess. So we have Pisces energy here. I'll mention signs. So if they mean anything, it could be signs in someone's chart or just the energy. But we have the High Priestess, Pisces energy. That's about intuition, higher knowing. It could be about secrets. Or maybe there's been no contact with a child. You could be an adult child, or maybe you have an adult child. Maybe there's been no communication for a while. Maybe your intuition has been telling you, you know, maybe I should try to make amends or reach out here. Trust your intuition. If you're feeling guided and led to try to make amends or reach out or see if we can communicate again, I would say follow that. If you feel like there's a child keeping a secret, I mean, that could be it too. So always trust your intuition and follow your intuition always, always first when it comes to matters of children, either your child or you as a child, if that makes sense. Someone may have a child that's going through a rough time and they may not even be telling you what's going on with them. And again, it could be adult child or it could be a young child. It could be however this resonates for you. Maybe they are embarrassed. You know, for some that have maybe children in school, maybe they're being bullied. Maybe, you know, they're too embarrassed to say anything, or they've been threatened not to say anything. But a child or an adult child, somebody could be keeping a secret. And if you feel that, I would say follow your intuition on that. Or those who have not had communication with a child and feel like they need to make amends, I would say follow your intuition. Always follow that. So we have patience. And we have the Six of Cups twice. Wow. Six of Cups twice. So this is about things of the past. Again, nostalgia, memories of the past, of childhood. And, you know, next to gratitude, I'm feeling like, you know, maybe, you know, some here, their childhood, they think back and say, wow, you know, I didn't have patience with my parents, or my parents didn't have patience with me. And it could stem here with the adult children also, that maybe, you know, thinking about going back and apologizing to parents or something, or children, and saying, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't have patience like I should have, you know, when you were a child or when I was a child. I would say follow your intuition on that also. To be more patient. If you have children, try to be more patient with your children, as hard as it may be. Or if you don't have any children yet, when you have children in the future, try to be very, very patient with your children. Your future self is telling you, when it comes to children, try to be very, very patient in some way. So however that resonates for you. So gratitude here, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, It could be something you're investing in right now, or you're trying to make something prosper. You're trying to make something grow. You're not seeing any growth, and you're not really seeing how far you've come up to this point. And you're just kind of looking at everything like, oh, well, nothing's going anywhere. Nothing's growing. No, I invested all this, and I'm not seeing what I want to see. But there is something there. You're just not seeing how far you've come since the beginning. So your future self is always telling you to always stop and pause and reflect. Where were you prior to this? A year ago from this time? How much have you accomplished, or how far have you come since the beginning or since the year before? And appreciate and be grateful for that growth, even if it was small, even if it was little. Always be grateful for what you have accomplished, even if it wasn't as much as you wanted. Always be grateful. Because the seeds have been planted, so they will eventually flourish into some big, bright, beautiful trees, flowers, fruit, whatever here. It's just be grateful for where you've come from this far. So we have nature here, and we have strength. So some here need to, I don't know, it's just something with getting out in nature and strengthening your, just strengthening yourself out in nature, just feeling more connected to the outside, to nature, letting the sun hit you, getting that vitamin D, breathing in the fresh air will make you feel so much more refreshed and stronger and confident than sitting in and breathing in the stale air day after day. Or even if you work at an, indoors all day long. This is Leo energy. So some maybe need to get outside and build up their strength outside, walking, things like that. All right, so it's kind of a strange message, but for surrender, we have the Hierophant. So this is Taurus energy. So this is about faith, spirituality, higher levels of learning, education, doing what's moral, just, and right. It is about commitment, can be about commitments and marriages also. Some may have fear. Your future self is like, if you have fear of commitment or marriage or anything like that. I mean, we did have this energy over here, so this could be different messages for some of feeling like you're never going to find the one, getting through maybe heartache after heartache, or unrequited situations, or just not finding that one. But over here, and that may lead you to an energy of feeling like non-committal, or not wanting to get married kind of energy, like kind of feeling done with love. But your future self is here to say that if you find yourself getting into that energy, it's time to surrender to that energy, because you do have something very committed here that could come in for you in the future. It could be love, it could be marriage, it could be commitment. This could be higher levels of education, spirituality and faith, maybe surrendering to spiritual growth, spirit also. Surrendering to do the moral and just right thing in some way. So if that makes sense. Sorry. So for awareness is a magician energy to me. We have the Eight of Cups. Some here may, feel like they're not manifesting quick enough, or not getting their desired outcome as quick as they want. I just need a drink. Hold on. May feel like they're not getting what they want quick enough. The new beginning. Not realizing that they walk away right before the miracle is about to happen, right before the manifestation is going to come into fruition. So your future self is telling you here is not to walk away from something because it's not coming in as quick as you want it to, or you feel like it's just not happening, to keep going on, surrendering that fear, stay committed to your journey. Don't leave right before the miracle and the manifestation is about to come to you. So again, we have the Six of Cups again over here, and we have the Six of Wands. So this is success and victory. The Six of Cups to me can also be about returning back home, or returning back to your childhood in some way. So maybe some of you may think about returning back home, to your childhood home, or back to a childhood dream. And if that's the case, I would feel, and that could be surrendering to your childhood dream, finally bringing it into manifestation. And I could see there could be a lot of success and victory here. 2 sixes of healing, balanced energy. Actually 3 if we count this 6 over here. So your future self is saying, if you're feeling guided and led to either move back home or go back to a childhood dream and try to bring that into fruition, your future self is saying you will be successful, to keep going. Don't leave right before the miracle is about to occur. Stay committed to the journey. You know, surrender yourself to this journey, that you will be accomplished. You have the strength to get through it here. Maybe being more connected to nature somehow. And be grateful for how far you've come, the small progress that you make. Always celebrate that and be grateful. Be patient with yourself and with children. And you will find your soulmate twin flame, and not to give up. So let's see what advice or guidance your future self has for you. So look at this. We have count your blessings. We just talked about that. To always, always count your blessings, no matter how small, how little. Face your adversity. So whatever difficulties you come across, have patience. You can get through it. You're stronger than you know. And choose friends wisely. So being careful with those that you tell your secrets to. And make sure you're choosing your true soul tribe. There may be some fake friends that may come in. So again, trust your intuition about that. And make sure you're choosing those friends very, very wisely. And we have call your spirit home. So we have 57 here, which is 12. Which is 3, which is about building and community and socializing and building a new foundation. So this is calling your true self, who you truly are, your soul, your mission, your purpose, your authentic self to where it's supposed to be. And again, it could be traveling back home. So it's like calling your true self back to your original place where you feel like you're meant to be. So if you feel like you're called to move back home, your future self is like, yes, that's where you'll find your success and victory. And we have give it to God, 61, which is 7. Very divinely guided energy here with the 7. So this is about praying and again manifesting. So maybe again needing to, and we have the Hierophant here. So maybe some need to surrender and be more connected to spirituality, faith, religion. And that surrender could be, okay, I'm giving it up to you. I pray for this. You know, show me the way, show me the light. I'm giving it to you. It'll happen when it's meant to be. So it's like give it to God and let it work its miracle. And we do have here rise and shine, which is 11 again, which here, I thought we had 11. Okay. But we have 11, which is about being on the right path, going in the right direction. And your future self is saying, rise every morning and keep going. Every single morning. Don't ever give up. Get up and keep going. Rise and shine your light. Shine who you truly are. And manifest as a brand new beginning. Don't walk away right before your manifestation comes into fruition to get where you want to be. Pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. That's what I have for you. So I hope that resonated for you. Best of luck to you. And if it did resonate and you like my style and how I read, please do check out the channel. I do lots of stuff here. Or check the description box, pin top comment. Lots of stuff down there. And please do like, share, subscribe if you like to. And don't forget to hit the bell. You'll receive all your notifications. And if you do, thank you. And welcome to the family. So best of luck to you. Sending you many light, love, and blessings. And always, always shine your light. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. So pile number 3, you chose this orange flower. So let's see what your higher self has to say to you. So thank you so much for, not your higher self, your future self. So thank you so much for being here. Truly, truly appreciate it. So I'm going to put this flower right over here. So I'm going to look at your oracles first and see what the oracle messages are. And then I have one tarot card for each oracle card to further clarify. And then we have some messages, advice, guidance from your future self, what your future self would advise you to do at this time. So welcome everyone. So let's see what we have here. We have parental care. So maybe some here need to spend more time with their parents. There may come a time later in life here where you may need to help take care of your parents in some way. I'm getting more like adult children having to take care of like elderly parents. So that may happen in the future or the near future, where you may need to spend more time with your parents or help take care of them in some way. So it may become more of a responsibility. Also is what I'm getting with that. Some here could have, you know, maybe a couple of children. But this is more geared towards adult children taking care of their maybe elderly parents, is what I'm feeling. All right, so let's see, what else do we have here? Finances. So there could be issue coming up with your finances, or your finances could be getting better. So your future self wants you to know if you've been worrying about your finances. I think just know everything will be okay. You know, at times it may seem rocky, may seem up and down, maybe sometimes you struggle. But this finances could go in all kind of different directions. It could be about anything. So when we get into the tarot, we'll see. And it could be that you may need to help your parents financially also in the future. So your future self wants you to be aware of that. Maybe start saving a little bit of money. Put like a little nest egg away for emergencies. So if something happens with your parents, you know, you kind of have an emergency kind of like fund to fall back on also. Because, you know, you always could have a big hidden expense out of nowhere, and then you're like, okay, what do I do now? So I think your future self is saying, you know, make sure you try to save a little nest egg somewhere, you know, a little savings account somewhere where you're saving a little bit every week just for emergencies, and it could have to do around your parents. And we have here peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So this is about bringing peace here into a situation. Could have to do something with parental care finances, and maybe there was some turmoil around this. So if this has happened recently, maybe you're not an only child, and maybe recently there was some financial situations that also involved your parents or your parental care with your parents. And maybe if you have siblings, you know, maybe there was some negative energy around that. But your future self is saying, you know, if there's any circumstances around that, things will get better in the future. You know, just over time, all this negative energy will be released, and there will be peace brought back in, maybe to family dynamic. And I think you'll feel more at peace if you know you have a little nest egg or a safety savings or something to fall back on if there's an emergency that arises. And we have here failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So, you know, your future self is saying, you know, if you ever feel like you've tried something or you did something, oh, that was a failure, why did I do that? Just take it as a learning lesson. Just, you know, review it and say, okay, it was a lesson, and, you know, I've learned the lesson. I reviewed it. Okay, I know now, and then you let it go. And it's just an opportunity to learn. So can't hold that energy. You need to find peace with failures or attempts that didn't work or whatever here, and just know, okay, I'm at peace. It didn't work. I learned from that. Time to move on. And we have 3 here, creativity. 3 is about rebuilding or building something new, teamwork, collaboration. So you may actually try something new and creative. It may or may not work. Your future self is saying, you know, try it. It may not work, but at least you gave it a shot. If it doesn't work, again, use it as a chance to learn. Just make peace with it. You may actually spend a little money here to get this thing going. And, you know, trying to build something new. But don't ever lose your creativity, even if you try like to start a little business on something you create, something you craft, or something like that, and it doesn't really work. But still, don't give up that creativity, that art, or whatever it is, because of something that didn't work. Still try to keep that passion alive for your art, your craft, your creativity. All right. And we have here 99, compassion. So double number 99. You could look up that angel number. But 9 is about almost full closure, almost completion, full circle. Have some compassion for yourself. If things, having peace, harmony with yourself, compassion for yourself. If something creative here doesn't work out, just to learn from it and say, okay, it didn't work, so, but I'm still not going to give up on my passion and my creativity and my art and my craft. So, letting something also close out too, sometimes you have to. Maybe bring compassion back in a peaceful resolution, maybe into a family issue that could involve parents and finances. We do have here the 8 of Cups. And now this could be walking away from something. So there could be some emotional withdrawal. Maybe your future self is telling you, sometimes when things are emotional, sometimes things are tough. You tend to withdraw. You tend to, kind of go off on your own. You don't want to deal with it. But, your future self is telling you need to have more levity. You need to have more compassion. Maybe deal with things a little bit more instead of withdrawing your energy. Because bringing peace and compassion into something right on instead of not dealing with it and withdrawing your energy is not really healthy, I'm feeling. So we do have power here. This is the Strength card. That we have 2 8s here. Wow. 8s are about taking action, travel, movement. So you are strong enough to overcome things, to deal with things. You just don't know that. And your future self is telling you. You do have power, control, willpower, strength. You can be courageous and brave. You don't have to withdraw. You can do it, to believe in yourself. You have that power within you to conquer anything. Instead of withdrawing within, it just is not healthy. It's not good for your energy to connect to your inner strength and to be brave. Wow. Okay, so let's see. So with parental care, we have the King of Cups. So this is Pisces energy, so that definitely could be talking about a parental figure, male or female. Could particularly have to do with a father figure, someone that you love, near and dear to your heart. So there may come a time when you need to take care of your father. You may actually have to move them into your home or move to their home or just oversee their life in some way, maybe becoming their advisor or something. Maybe they may need that help. So your future self wants you to be aware of that, prepared for that. That, maybe you're dreading that day, the day where you may have to take care, not in a bad way, but the day you have to take care of a father figure because they're not the same person they used to be. And it's very heartbreaking. So I feel like your future self wants you to be aware of that in a way. If there's been any outs with a father figure, I think amends could happen here. Because there is love here, and very near and dear energy, and a lot of love. Love for a father, and love from a father can never die either. So your future self wants you to know that. All right, so for finances, we have the Princess of Wands. So this is the Page of Wands. You actually may get some good news that you may be getting like an inheritance or some money coming in out of the blue, out of nowhere. Because this Page of Wands can be good news coming in. So you may get some unexpected news of some unexpected money coming in. So your future self is saying, if you're having trouble with your finances, or somebody may come in and want to help you in some way. So some sort of good news comes in about finances. So your future self is like, don't worry too much. Just make sure you're saving. You have a nest egg. You're going to have some source of unexpected good news coming in about money or finances, or money coming into you out of nowhere that you weren't expected or that you forgot about. So I think your future self is saying, not to worry too much about that, but make sure you're spending wisely. So peace, we have here the 9 of Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacles is very single, stable, secure energy. So This is about making peace, and you may be struggling right now. And I think your future self is telling you, just make peace with where you are right now, because your future self is going to be so much more abundant, prosperous, and it could be this good news of some money out of nowhere coming, or that you forgot about coming in, or unexpected, which will lead you to a much more stable, grounded energy, and you're not having to worry about your finances anymore. So it's kind of like, have a peaceful resolution right now. Make sure you're saving, you're spending wisely, you're watching your finances, but you're still going to have this unexpected good news coming in, and then not having to worry about your future with your finances. Being very, very well off, or, enough where you don't have to worry anymore. Very stable and grounded energy. Could even be getting a raise, like a big raise or promotion or something like that coming in too, which will lead you to a much more peaceful energy. So for failure here, we have the King of Swords. So this is Gemini energy, our air sign. So Gemini is, King of Swords is about thinking clearly. It's about clear communication. It's about ideas. It's about being very analytical. Energy also. It's about being very clear-minded and using that energy to analyze the situation, like we had talked about. Something doesn't work out here. To analyze the situation, coming from a very balanced place, to say, okay, what was the lesson? I've learned my lesson. I'm very clear now on that lesson. And I'm ready just to move on. Okay, it's time. It didn't work. I can just cut it out of my life, or, make way for something new. And being very clear and having that pure mental clarity on the lesson learned here. It could also be an advisor. It could be a counselor. It could be somebody that may help you through something that didn't quite work out, and maybe there's some difficulties, so you need like an advisor or an expert or something like that to help you. It could be a lawyer. It could be, something like that, or just an expert advisor. And we have creativity, and we have judgment here. So we got Scorpio energy. So, this is about doing, life review, relationship review. It's about healing, forgiving, letting go of the past. It could be a resurrection of something. So, again, I'm feeling here final judgment call on something. That if it was something creative that didn't work, this is about making a judgment call about it. But also, this is resurrection. So this is like, don't let your creativity die, or your art form, or your whatever it was here, just because something else didn't work that you were trying to do with it. If it was like trying to start a little side business or something like that, or selling your product and it didn't quite work out, or trying to get it, marketed or something like that. This resurrection is like, keep going with that passion and drive you have for that, whatever it is that you love, that creativity that you love. Keep that resurrected. Don't let it die. Because that's part of you, and what brings you happiness and joy, fulfillment. It's your soul purpose with this yellow here, your solar plexus energy. It's what you're meant to do. It's your creativity. It's your livelihood. So keep that energy resurrected. Don't make a judgment call to just stop doing it because something else didn't work out. It's kind of what I feel. All right, so we have compassion here, 99. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is total wealth, abundance, prosperity in every single way. Happy home and family. This could be marriage or a commitment in some way. Sorry. This could have to do also with family issues. So if there are family issues surrounding money or finances, apart from this energy, there can be compassion brought back into the energy, understanding of the dynamic here, closing out a cycle that is no longer serving, or an energy that is no longer serving, in a family dynamic, maybe around wealth or abundance or money. And, maybe, peaceful resolutions here, full closures about something. But there is very lucrative energy here. All right, if that makes sense for anybody. So with the emotional withdrawal, we do have the Fool here, Aquarius energy, which is about taking a leap of faith, a risk, jumping right in, resetting. I feel like you need, we got the 0 here. So to me, it's like resetting your energy. So I feel like here, maybe at times, again, you have a hard time dealing with things, and your future self is like, you need to stop working on that energy, maybe resetting yourself to, jump right into things instead of withdrawing, taking that leap and that risk, or to, face something, being, not a fool, but being, strong enough and brave to jump right in to face something at face value rather than withdrawing your energy. So it's kind of like needing to reset your energy and learning how to deal with things rather than withdrawing. Because the Fool goes after new things, they go after new beginnings, they jump right in, they're not afraid. So, again, some here could be scared of having to deal with things and they just kind of run. So I think your future self is saying it's time now to start getting into the energy of learning how to deal with things instead of running. Kind of resetting yourself. If that makes any sense. And we do have Strength here with Power. And we have the Emperor. Wow, so this is Aries energy. So this is about being in control. You do have the power to be in control here. This is the Emperor. He takes the lead, control, and charge. He's king of his domain. It could work out that maybe if you get, if something isn't working, it could be maybe it could work, but you need assistance or guidance or an expert or an advisor or something like that to help you review the whole situation to get you to the 10 of Pentacles. Someone that will have the compassion to help you. So instead of withdrawing from the energy because, well, it's just not working, it's taking a new turn on it, a new leap of faith, going in a new direction. And then leveling up and becoming an emperor here. Emperor, empress. You do have the power to do that. So I'm getting a different message here. So for some, this could go in 2 different ways. This resonates for anybody here. But the emperor is, can be a business owner, an entrepreneur, somebody of high stature who does have the power. So you could be very powerful in the future if we reach out for expert advice or guidance or, legal matters or legalities about something. Maybe there was something that was overlooked, paperwork or legalities or something, and that's why something didn't work. All right, so let's see what your future self has for you. So we have reflect on your truth. So this is about being who you truly are, being open and honest about that, being true to your soul, your mission, your purpose, your authenticity, your originality, and not being afraid to be who you truly are. Nurture yourself first, so make sure you're always taking care of yourself, because you can't take care of others. If you don't take care of yourself first, especially if it has to do with parental care over here. So you may get very busy in the future and you may start to neglect yourself. Sometimes that happens with caretakers. You may end up being a caretaker for a parent. So your future self is telling you, make sure you take care of yourself because you can't take care of someone else if you're not taking care of yourself. Raise your vibration. So if something, again, is not going the way you planned here, something, you're trying or you're doing, and you're like, oh my God, it's not working. But this is telling you about raise your vibration, getting, in a more positive, optimistic energy, and then it may change your thought process, and then you may come up with better solutions. And again, it could be getting legal advice here or expert advice to help lead you in another direction or a new direction. So yeah, we have here step away from the crowd. We have 18, which is 9 again. So full closure, completion. This is about doing your own thing. Don't be afraid to do your own thing. Not to follow in everybody else's footsteps. Follow your own path. And you lead the way for a change. And we have here, put others first. So that's funny because we have nurture yourself and put others first. So, and we have 43, which is 7, divinely guided spiritual energy. I just feel here your future self is telling you you're going to get into this habit of always putting others first. And then you may actually start to neglect yourself. So be very, very, very careful of that energy. Right now, you may need to put others first, but as you get older and your parents need more care and things like that, then you may actually start to neglect yourself and actually need to take care of yourself first. And then here we have decorate. So 50, which is 5, which is about change. So some may need to change their decor, or maybe the way they dress, or maybe, or this could be, your creative outlet, whatever it is for you. Maybe it has something to do with decorating, interior decorating. I'm getting also art, like painting and stuff like that, because this looks like a very, it's like a painting to me. So decorate doesn't necessarily have to mean like interior decorating or exterior decorating, or it could be, but it could be painting, it could be drawing, anything artistic. But 50 is all about change. 55 is all about changes and challenges. So there may be some changes you may have to do or challenges that come along, but never give up your outlet here ever. You do have the power to overcome and reach your destination here, I feel. Okay, pile number 3, that's what I have for you. So I hope that resonated for you. Best of luck to you. Sending you many light, love, and blessings. If this did resonate for you, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. We greatly appreciate it. Everything you need to know is down below. Description box, pin top comment. Lots of stuff on the channel. And again, if you do subscribe, do hit the bell, and you won't miss out on any future readings. And if you do, thank you, and welcome to the family. So wishing you the best. Sending you many light, love, and blessings. And always, always shine your light. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So if you chose number 4, you chose this yellow flower here. So we're just going to put this flower over here. So welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. So we're going to see here, pile number 4, what your future self has in store for you. What advice, guidance, what they want you to know, what your future self actually wants you to know at this time. So welcome, welcome. So I have a bunch of oracles here, so we'll go over the oracles. Then I have one tarot card for each oracle to further clarify. And then we have some other cards for advice and guidance your future self would want to give you right now at this time. So let's see what we have for you, pile number 4. So we do have here family changes. So something's going to be changing in your family dynamic. It could be with your siblings. It could be with your current relationship. So we get into the tarot, so they want you to be aware of some family changes coming up. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be, again, siblings, or it could be your immediate, your spouse or your children, if you have children. It could be that maybe some will be having children in the future if you've been trying, and you're like, oh, it's not happening, maybe it's not going to happen. But something in the family dynamic is actually going to change. So we get into the tarot, and these other oracle messages could also further clarify the other oracles, so we'll see how this goes. So we do have here join in. So this is about participating. Maybe joining some social circles, joining in on, with friends, activities. I know we really all can't do that right now, but when we can, maybe just being more involved with friends, activities, social circles, hobbies, getting out there, going to classes, or going to the paint and wine, or, doing things and just joining in, just getting out there and socializing, I feel, participating. So your future self is telling you to participate more. And maybe if you're single and you're like, well, I don't know what this family changes is, I'm single. But maybe by joining in, when we can, is when you could potentially meet your future person and have a family. So we do have fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So there's some may be fearing that they may not find the one, or have a family, or some may have not good with socializing. Maybe they have fear of socializing a little bit here, of joining in different things here. But it's saying to try to get over, your future self is try to get over this fear. You need to get out there. You need to socialize. You need to get more friends. Also, that you're missing out on all this loving energy of friends and social circles kind of energy, support. All right. We have here abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So your future self is telling you that you can manifest anything you want, whatever you desire, that it's limitless, that you can do it. And maybe some have fear of going down a path of starting something new, going after a dream or a goal or a wish, fearing that, well, it's just not going to come to fruition anyway. But your future self is saying there's a lot of abundance that could be had here if we join in and take that risk and get over our fear. Maybe for some it could be having family help you. All right. And we have music. And we have 32, which is 5. 5 is about challenge and change. So maybe this is involving music. You know, maybe some want to get out in there into the music world. They want to sing, or they want to be, you know, a musician, want to play an instrument, want to play in a band or an orchestra or whatever it is here. And there could be a lot of abundance here. But some could have fear of following that path. And there's so many outlets now with social media where you don't really need a record deal. You can get on YouTube, you can get on TikTok, you can get on Instagram. So many platforms where you can be seen worldwide and become very popular and lucrative, even with just a YouTube channel. All right. So, and that could be with the join in too, is join in the social media. You know, there's room for everybody. You know, there's thousands of YouTube readers, but we're all doing our thing. So wherever you're trying to join into something and you have fear, your future self is saying, don't fear. Join in. Get in there. Get out there. You're missing out on all this abundance coming in for you. And it could have to do with singing because my throat is getting very scratchy and dry. You notice I was clearing it. So it could be, you know, maybe some have fear of letting their voice be heard, or, you know, what if I'm not good enough? Or what if my voice isn't good enough? Well, you're not going to know unless you try. So we do have here 67, physical activity. 67 is 13, which would be 4, very stable energy. So some may need to get out there, do more things, you know, participate in more things, or exercise, or get out walking, or just try to be more physical, especially if you live a very sedentary kind of life, or, you know, a work, you know, a job or your career. You know, maybe you're always sitting at a desk and you don't really get enough movement. So even if you get up every hour and move around for 5 minutes, you know, walk around a little bit every now and then, or go for a little walk every day. Your future self is telling you, if you want to feel more stable in your health, in your vitality, in your well-being, you need to start moving a little bit more. Just a message for some there. And we do have here the 5 of Cups. So we do have emotional loss here, or regret of some kind. So your future self is saying, you know, want you to be prepared that you may have some loss coming up in the future here. We do have 5, which is about challenge and change. And this could be the family change. You know, somebody could pass on. Or something here. There's going to be a lot of loss, heartache, and pain. It's going to be a big, big change, probably to a family dynamic. I mean, it happens. It happens. It's just life, you know. All right. And we do have here 3, fertility. So this is the Empress. So it could have to do with a motherly figure. And I'm not saying, oh, you know, your mother's going to die tomorrow. You know, it's not what I'm saying. But, I mean, it's life, you know. We all pass on from this world. And I'm just saying it could be with a motherly figure. And I mean, it may not happen for 20 years, but you know, that time will come. And this could be someone very, very close. You know, their mother could be their best friend. Dreading that day something ever happens to my mother, or my sister who's like a mother, or my aunt, or someone who's like a mother-like figure. But also, it could be some who are, again, I have that energy, maybe some trying to become pregnant, or trying to have a child, and it just keeps not happening, and maybe it's a constant loss in some way, but very fertile energy. So I would say, you know, go to a specialist. And we do have fertility here, maybe a fertility specialist or something to help if you haven't done that. Because we do have fertility here. So, I mean, that is growth abundance. And that's usually the Empress you see in the tarot. She's pregnant. So, I mean, there is a chance here, you know, working on a new way to work with your fertility to manifest, you know, a family change here in some way. So different messages there. We're going to get into the tarot, see what the tarot has to say to clarify each energy here. And you know, this fertility is about growth. It's abundance. It's like the start of new things. So someone here who wants to start something new, like venture out and get out there and get on social media and share their voice. Start something new. That's that Empress energy. That you can be the Emperor or the Empress. And take control and know your value and worth. That you have the seed here to plant a new beginning within you. It would be a great loss, I feel, if you didn't follow through on your heart's desire either. All right, so let's see. So for family changes, we have the Two of Wands. So this is about going down a new path, choosing, being at a crossroads. So there may be something for some where we get at a crossroads about a family dynamic, a family situation, not sure what path to go down or what to do. So you're going to have to trust your intuition, because he does have one wand in hand here. So there will be a path chosen. So just trust your intuition, your higher knowing, what path you're being guided and led to go down. I mean, this could be anything. This could be leaving a situation. This could be a situation that arises within a family in some way, and we have to choose a new direction, a new path, or a different way to do something. But I feel like, I know a solution will come because he's got that wand, and then we'll choose either a new direction or a new way of doing something or a new path, or there'll be a resolve in some way. So join in. So we have the Seven of Wands. I feel like some here your future self is telling you, you know, you're very defensive when it comes to joining in, getting out there, socializing. It's like people ask you, oh, would you like to come with us to do this or do that? Or, you know, go do something fun, or, you know, get out or do, and you're like, no, very defensive and on guard about it. And I think your future self is saying, you know, let down your guard. You need to get out there and join in life. And, you know, the Seven of Wands can be about fighting for something also. So if you feel like you've been wanting to get out there and get on social media, this is just like fighting for it and going for it and not giving up, or letting down that guard, that defensive, to just try it. And it could be, you know, playing an instrument. It could be singing. It could be doing something with music in some way, shape, or form. So we do have fair, and we have the Five of Cups. So that's twice we have the Five of Cups. So again, that's sadness, loss, regret. So again, you know, maybe you're experiencing some things that left you in a state of regret or remorse or sadness, hurt, and loss. And now fearing, that leaves you, whatever the energy that is, it leaves you like in a state of fear. Like if a broken relationship, now you fear getting into another one because you're going to get your heart broken again or something like that. But your future self is telling you to release it, because the next situation is not going to be like your past situation. And we have to let go of that attachment to the past, that the future is not the past. So don't fear the new because of the past or any sadness, loss, or regret. Let new energy of love in all ways. All right. So let's see here. We do have abundance. And we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Four of Pentacles to me is about holding back. It's about holding on, not letting go. And to me, sometimes it can be about having to pinch and scrape every little penny, having to really save, you know, trying to make ends meet. But the Four of Pentacles in reverse is being a little more lax, not having to worry so much. But be careful, you're not being too careless either with your money. Or you're not, you know, spending, you know, carelessly either. But you do have abundance coming in. And you've been holding back, again, out of fear about going into something with music or, again, social media. This Four of Pentacles is about not holding back anymore. So it's time, your future self is like, don't hold back anymore. It's time to do what you're being called and felt like you need to do. So with music, we do have the Seven of Cups. So this could be confusion. It could be about illusionment, choices, decisions. I'm just getting someone like, okay, I'm going to do this, but should I do TikTok? Should I do Instagram? Should I go on YouTube? Should I, I don't know all the social media, but what's the other one there? But so many platforms, like, don't know what direction to go in. With music, it's like, or maybe you play many instruments, and you're like, I don't know which one I should, do them all, or, try different platforms and see which one works best. Also, so I just feel like so many choices, I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what direction to go in also. All right, so we got physical activity and we have the Tower. Aries energy here. So, I mean, the Tower can be about a sudden shift, surprise, a shock, a change, a sudden change, epiphany, awakening, aha moment, or something crumbling down. So it can be good or it can be bad. So I'm just feeling like here for some that your future self is like, don't let yourself deteriorate, because this can be about deterioration, something just crumbling down. So don't let yourself crumble down. Get out there, build your strength, stop being more active when you can, even if it's slowly, so that you can become strong. Don't let yourself like deteriorate is what I'm getting. So if someone's been worried about your health, or like, or maybe there's been family and some things run in the family, health issues, it's time to really be serious about that, to really take care of your health and be more physical. Something may happen where you're like, oh my gosh, now I have to, you may have like a little health scare, and you're like, your future self is like, you need to start now, because you don't want to get to the point where you say, oh, years ago I should have done something, and then the universe sends in this little Tower moment, like a little health scare, and you're like, oh my gosh, I should have did this years ago. So your future self is like, don't procrastinate on being more active, or trying to get more healthier, or trying to change your lifestyle. Do it now before this Tower moment comes in, which is this Aries energy. So for the emotional loss, we do have the Five of Wands in reverse. So it's about coming out of conflict or competition. So what I'm getting here, we got two fives here, which five's about, again, challenge, change, but two fives would be 10, completion, and then 1, a new beginning. I'm still getting that energy of someone not following their heart's desire and then feeling the regret for not doing so. So your future self is like, don't let yourself get to the state of being totally conflicted. Make the choice now, because you'll regret it later. Because the Five of Wands is about, again, coming out of conflict or beating out the competition. So there's a chance here to be very successful, beating out the competition, or realizing, okay, what I want to do is different from everybody else, and there's not as much competition as I thought there was. So your future self is like, follow your heart's desire, or you'll regret it later. So we do have the Moon here, Pisces energy. And the Empress is Libra, Taurus energy. So the Moon can be about intuition, it can be about fear, it can be about cycles and rhythms, it can be about deep feelings, it can be about secrets and illusions, so I'm not really feeling that. This is, trusting your intuition. Don't fear the outcome, don't fear the future. Again, some could have fear about, losing a parental figure, especially maybe somebody is not healthy at this time, or maybe in the future. But also here, don't fear the new. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Take that chance. Go down that path. Even though you don't know what's going to happen, you have very fertile energy here as the Empress. Follow your intuition. This is very important. You know, deep feelings about this. You know, it's near and dear to your heart's desire. So again, needing to step out of fear. That's this moon energy or illusion. And you see like this moon almost shining like a star. So that could be a sign for somebody. So let's see what your future self, advice from your future self here. So we have make no judgments. So again, don't judge this. Well, it's just going to happen this way anyway, so I'm not even going to do it. You know, don't make any judgments. Just go for it. Accept what is dying. Oh my gosh. Yeah, somebody here in the future may actually lose. And I didn't know what was in this pile, so it may be very hard to accept losing a loved one, but sometimes we have to accept what we fear. And we have bust out of your cocoon. I can't make that up. Yeah, some of you just need to bust out, get out there and do this, whatever it is for you. It's just time to bust out there and try it. And join in. Don't fear joining in. But we do have here say no, 36-9. So your future self is also telling you, you know, don't be afraid to say no. To set healthy boundaries, whatever that may be for you. And the future yourself is saying, don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to set healthy boundaries. Something isn't for you, isn't working for you, it's not right for you. And it doesn't have to be, it could be about relationships, it could be about just things in general in life, little day-to-day things. Maybe you're not a person that says no. It's your future self is saying, now is the time to start saying no. Don't let people walk all over you. So we have here, it's not an emergency. We have 16, which is 7. 7, divinely guided energy. So this is telling you, you know, don't take everything as an emergency. You know, some things aren't as important as other things. Some things, it's not an emergency. You can say no, you know, and leave it for another time. It's not that important. So it's realizing here what's important, what's not important, what you can say no to, what you can't say no to, and knowing your priorities. And we have here Rebel, 30, which is 3. 3s are about teamwork, collaboration, building something new. It's about going against the grain. It's about doing your own thing. So again, it's about coming out of conflict. And maybe, you know, what you want to do here is different from everybody else. Where, you know, you may shine brighter than you thought you would. So again, this is following your own path, doing your own thing, and getting out there and doing it. Pile number 4. Okay, pile number 4, that's what I have for you, so I hope it resonated. If it did, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. You can check the description box and the pinned top comment, everything you need to know. Check out the channel first if you like to. If you do subscribe, hit the bell. You won't miss out on any future readings. I do a lot of things on this channel. So if you do subscribe, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the family. So best of luck to you. Sending you many light, love, and blessings. And always, always shine your light.